In the vast expanse of the Pacific, the Philippines has rapidly emerged as a central player in global naval strategy, capturing the attention of military planners and world leaders alike. Once overlooked, its strategic location at the crossroads of vital shipping lanes and the highly contested South China Sea now draws the world's most powerful navies to its shores. Every day, thousands of vessels pass through these waters, carrying goods that fuel the global economy, making the Philippines a critical maritime gateway. The Philippines is no longer a bystander in regional affairs. It's actively modernizing its military, investing in advanced technology, and forging new alliances to secure its interests and protect its people. The choices made in Manila, Beijing, and Washington now directly impact Indo-Pacific stability, shaping the balance of power and influencing the future of peace and security in the region. This story explores why the Philippines has become a true naval hotspot, its unique geography, the dramatic rise of China's navy, and the revitalized US-Philippines partnership that is redefining alliances in Asia. We'll examine how Manila is building a modern navy from the ground up, expanding its fleet and constructing a network of new bases to defend its sovereignty and project strength across its maritime borders. But this is about more than just ships and hardware. It's about a nation standing up for itself, asserting its rights, and inspiring its people in a turbulent and unpredictable world. We'll also look at Asia's dominance in shipbuilding, the race to develop cutting-edge naval technology, and the shadowy world of espionage and intelligence that comes with high-stakes competition on the high seas. By the end, you'll understand why the waters around the Philippines have become the focal point for 21st century naval power, and why what happens here will echo far beyond its shores. The South China Sea is a crucial maritime highway, connecting the economies of Asia, the Middle East, and beyond. Every year, trillions of dollars worth of goods, from electronics to oil, pass through these waters, making it one of the world's busiest and most important trade routes. This region is not just vital for global trade and energy, it's the lifeblood of commerce for many nations, and any disruption here can send shockwaves through the global economy. The Philippines, with its long and sprawling coastline, sits right on the front line of this strategic waterway. Its location makes it both a gateway and a guardian to the South China Sea. China's sweeping claims, marked by the controversial Nine-Dash Line, overlap with the Philippines and several other neighbors, fueling long-standing disputes over territory, fishing rights, and natural resources. In recent years, China's construction of artificial islands and military outposts has dramatically heightened tensions, bringing rival ships into close, often hostile contact and raising fears of accidental conflict. For the Philippines, this is a direct and growing threat to its sovereignty, security, and the livelihoods of its people. Chinese vessels frequently harass Filipino fishermen, sometimes using water cannons or aggressive maneuvers to drive them away from traditional fishing grounds. These actions block access to vital resources, threatening food security and the livelihoods of entire coastal communities. Despite a landmark 2016 International Tribunal ruling in its favor, the Philippines faces ongoing pressure as China continues to ignore the verdict and assert its claims. The United States and other allies have called for a peaceful resolution, conducting joint patrols and supporting diplomatic efforts, but the risk of escalation remains high. The turmoil in these waters is why the Philippines has become a focal point for naval power, international diplomacy, and regional security. The stakes are nothing less than sovereignty, economic security, and the future stability of the entire region. China's navy has grown at a staggering pace, transforming itself from a coastal defense force into a true blue water navy. In just a few decades, it has evolved from a modest regional presence to a formidable maritime power, capable of projecting influence far beyond its shores. Today, the Chinese Navy stands as one of the world's largest and most advanced fleets, boasting state-of-the-art warships, submarines, and support vessels. Its rapid modernization has stunned military analysts and shifted the balance of power in Asia. In 2024 alone, China launched an astonishing 130,000 tons of new warships, including cutting-edge cruisers, amphibious assault ships, and advanced destroyers. This relentless shipbuilding drive is unmatched anywhere else in the world. Its third aircraft carrier, the Fujian, is set to enter service soon, marking a new era for Chinese naval aviation. Dual-carrier operations in the South China Sea are now a reality, giving China unprecedented reach and flexibility in the region. The Philippines feels this pressure directly. Chinese naval drills and patrols near its waters are now routine, often occurring just beyond the horizon of Philippine Islands. These maneuvers are a constant reminder of China's growing assertiveness. Massive Chinese exercises, sometimes involving over 60 ships, send a clear message of dominance and intent. These displays of force are designed to deter rivals and demonstrate China's ability to control key sea lanes. This constant presence not only reinforces Beijing's sweeping territorial claims, but also gives its navy invaluable experience operating in contested and often tense waters. For the Philippines, every Chinese patrol is a stark reminder of the military imbalance it faces and the risks of confrontation in its own backyard. The relentless expansion of China's navy is forcing Manila and its allies to respond with urgency, strengthening partnerships and increasing their own naval activities to counterbalance Beijing's moves. The contest for control of the South China Sea is now a defining feature of the region, shaping the strategies and futures of all nations that border these contested waters. The Philippines is responding to regional threats with a sweeping military modernization program. The Navy is acquiring new frigates, corvettes, and fast attack craft, many built in South Korea, equipped with advanced sensors and missiles. These upgrades mark a shift from internal security to robust external defense. Manila's strategic basing plan will see 28 new forward bases built by 2040, placing forces closer to flashpoints like the West Philippine Sea. Key upgrades are underway at Balabac Island, Subic Bay, and new support bases in Mindanao and Cebu. This distributed network makes it harder for adversaries to operate unchallenged in Philippine waters. The modernization effort is a clear signal. The Philippines is serious about defending its maritime rights. New ships and bases are the backbone of a credible deterrent. Manila is determined to protect its sovereignty in a rapidly changing security environment. The U.S.-Philippines alliance, anchored by a 1951 mutual defense treaty, is stronger than ever. The Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement gives the U.S. rotational access to 9 key Philippine bases, including Balabac Island. U.S. investment in infrastructure upgrades supports both American and Filipino forces, boosting Manila's modernization. Joint exercises like Balikatan enhance interoperability and send a strong deterrent signal to potential adversaries. For the Philippines, the alliance provides vital training, resources, and a security backstop. For the U.S., it ensures strategic access to a critical region. Together they form a stabilizing force, raising the cost of aggression in the South China Sea. Asia dominates global shipbuilding, with China, South Korea, and Japan producing 85% of the world's ships. China's shipyards fuel its naval expansion, while the Philippines' own industry, centered in Cebu, builds both commercial and military vessels. The Philippine government's Maritime Industry Development Plan aims to further modernize its shipbuilding sector. The naval arms race in the Indo-Pacific is driving demand for new warships, with the U.S. alone budgeting over $32 billion for new ships in 2020 in Sansin. Saudar Samte, Tampersidores Ingulsen backward the Sigastik Tau de Braid Major of Maritime Debarani. China's industrial might gives it a huge advantage, but the Philippines is turning to allied shipyards for modern vessels. The competition at sea is mirrored by competition in the shipyards. Industrial capacity is now as important as military strategy. The future of naval power is being forged on the assembly lines of Asia. As tensions rise, the Philippines has become a hotspot for espionage. Foreign intelligence services, especially China's, target Philippine military plans and U.S. cooperation details. In March 2025, authorities detained suspected spies near sensitive naval facilities in Subic Bay, highlighting real security risks. Concerns extend to sleeper cells in strategic areas like Palawan, close to the disputed Spratly Islands. The Philippines is ramping up counterintelligence and securing its new bases to protect sensitive information. The fight against espionage is now a crucial front in defending sovereignty. Security and vigilance are as vital as ships and missiles in this new era. By the end of 2025, the Philippines stands at the epicenter of a new era of naval competition. Its geography is now its greatest asset and vulnerability, as it becomes the front line in the South China Sea standoff. China's naval expansion has forced the Philippines to modernize and build a network of strategic bases. This transformation is about more than hardware. It's about forging a new national identity as a proactive maritime state. The revitalized U.S. alliance and Asia's shipbuilding power fuel this effort. Espionage adds another layer of complexity, making security a constant challenge. Every new ship and secure base is part of a larger strategic dance. The Philippines is now the indispensable nation in Asia's naval showdown, a barometer for Indo-Pacific security. What happens here will shape the maritime balance of power for years to come.